Hello, and you're listening to Trash with Blaine and Dolly. I'm Blaine G. Wood Turtle of the McGuffey Height Wood Turtles.
And I'm Dolores Frost Cabot, internationally acclaimed actress, singer, socialite, model, designer, entrepreneur, and ultrastar.
And today we're going to Wendy's.
Oh, darling, I am quite excited. I've never been to a Wendy's before.
I haven't either, I have to say. I've driven by it so many times, dear. You know, windows up, door
Of
locked,
course.
bad neighborhood. But
Of course.
I have to tell you, in the 80s, you know how back when I, owned that Fortune 500 company, before Douglas, of course, I met Dave Thomas at an entrepreneurial mixer in Cleveland. And Cleveland is a wonderful city, by the way. But
Yes.
I met Dave Thomas, and I have to tell you, charming man, absolutely charming. Just inspires me. His capitalist, his ambition, his capital. It just, he really is a self-made man. And usually, I prefer a more slender cut, but he was quite a portly little charmer. And I have to tell you, dear, his tongue was like a hummingbird wing. Amazing thing. So, yes, I told him that I promised him I would come down to one of his little restaurants and, check things out and see how things were. And come, you know how it goes, dear. So, it turns out he died a while ago, actually. Several years ago. And I was completely unaware of it, and I just felt so bad, because I never quite lived up to my promise. So, I decided that, I wanted to help him. I wanted to honor his memory, and that's why we're doing this. And that, and of course, both of us, Dolly, you would agree, wouldn't you? We both are very, very down to earth people.
Oh, darling, we are practically one of the masses.
Yeah, with the salt of the earth, we just love to reach out. So we want to show people we're human like the rest of you. We have our hardships and our difficulties.
Yes.
So here we are at Wendy's.
Darling, are you sure this is Wendy's? Is that Pippi Longstocking on the sign?
I believe Pippi is their mascot.
Oh,
I believe so.
That's rather outdated.
Well,
Now, dear, while we are here, do remember try to not overeat. I'd hate for you to blow your staples.
Oh, Dolly, dear sweet Dolly, no, don't worry, dear. The doctor said my mouth is far too small and dainty. I could never fit enough food in there to be too much. And by the way, did you know when I had that done, I was in recovery with Al Roker?
Oh,
Yes.
how is old Al?
I think he's dead too.
Oh,
Haven't seen him
dear,
in a while.
remind me to call and email more often.
Yes, we're so terrible about staying in touch with the people that are closest to us. I mean, such a shame. But anyway, dear, I just want to remind you, speaking of reminders here, that while we're here, please watch your grease intake. We have a very long limo ride home, and I will not have you ruining my upholstery again.
Oh, Blaine, darling, I am so sorry. It must be terrible to not be able to afford to reupholster whenever you feel like it. I have to remind myself that not everyone can be an ultrastar.
Jesus. Yes, Dolly, not everyone is cut out to play the lead in a sci-fi original monster movie.
I'll have you know that Sharkadile vs. Snakektopus was a cinematic masterpiece.
Of course, dear. An Oscar snub, to be sure. Now, which monster did you play again?
I played the role of 19-year-old marine biologist Caitlin Mathers.
19 years old? Where was the film set, dear? The surface of Pluto?
Oh, how funny, darling, how funny. And speaking of very large orbits, how is your little housemaid Concepcion?
Terrible, dear, terrible. Ever since she got her citizenship, she has just been a handful. She really has. She keeps... the other day, she dumped out an entire bottle of woolite all over my laundry room floor, and I said to her, clean that the fuck up. And you know what she said to me?
What?
Nothing. She just shot at me. Bullet hole right there through the laundry room wall. And, that's like 4 now. I swear to God, it's like we live in Harlem.
I know, darling. You give the help an inch and they take a mile.
And when you give them a gun, it really makes life a living hell. I have to tell you, she told me that was for hunting.
Yes. Apparently she's hunting you. Now, not to be rude, darling, but we've been waiting quite a while now, and not a single person has come by and offered to seat us.
I didn't want to say it, but you're right. I mean, I haven't seen a maitre d' or a hostess anywhere. We've just been standing here. It's terrible.
Oh,
So rude.
It is quite rude. Is this how the masses are treated on a daily basis? I mean, do you think it's possible that they are closed? Maybe this is one of those ultra-trendy night spots that doesn't open until the clubs do.
Oh God, I hope not, Dolly, because, our fans complained about the last episode. They said 36 minutes was just far too long.
Yes, I fell asleep myself.
I know, and frankly, we can't stall the show out until tonight, because I don't have enough uppers in my purse to maintain that sort of longevity. It's just not possible. We'll just have to do a different show.
What do you suppose this little thing is for? This little bar thing over here?
Well, there's no I don't see any booze.
I don't smell any booze.
It looks like a checkout counter of some sort. Oh God, do you think they prepare the bill in plain view of the floor? Right there in front of the dining room? Right there. Oh, how gauche. Oh, terrible. Oh wait, I see movement. I hear things. Someone's coming, Dolly. Look.
Hello, welcome to Wendy's. Can I take your order?
Yes, hello. Chantel, was it?
Shantisha.
Shantisha, from the Bible, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, Shantisha, I'll have a dry sherry to start. And then, I'll have, for my entree, a cranberry pork aspic with a lentil mint chutney on the side. And then I would prefer for my palate cleanser, the basil sorbet. And then, you know what, I'm gonna splurge, Dolly. You know what, we're on an outing. I would like a flagon of your house microbrew, unless it's an ale. I prefer a lager. I don't do ales anymore. It's too, well, frankly, it's just beneath me. Dolly,
Yes,
go ahead and order.
And nobody would be caught dead drinking a pilsner in this side of town. And yes, Shantisha, I shall have a selection of organic berries macerated in a balsamic vinegar, vintage of course, and a selection of heirloom tomatoes and fresh herbs. I brought my own Nutrisystem meal to eat, but I have to add my own produce to it, you know. Of course, why am I explaining it to you? I'm sure you know how these home delivery diets work.
I'm curious, do they work, though? Do they really work?
Oh,
I don't trust that Marie Osmond.
Oh, well, I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her, darling, and you know that my limbs are basically atrophied. But, darling, it works absolutely does it work. Yes, I've been on it for a month now, and I've already lost all of my drug-induced coma weight.
That's really reassuring. I thought you looked thinner, dear. I'm giving you a legitimate compliment. There's not even a little bit of acid in there. You really do look good.
Sweet. Thank you.
Excuse me, Miss Shantisha, was it? But, dear, it's customary to confirm a patron's order when it's been received. And I don't happen to be this way, but I feel like I have to point out, you've yet to offer us a wine list, and you have yet to ask us if we would prefer ballroom or garden seating. I'm just saying.
You all gonna need to place an order or get the fuck out of here before I call the police.
Such impropriety!
Blaine, darling, that Molly you gave me in the car, what did you cut it with? The lights and colors I'm seeing are getting really cohesive, almost real. There are these pictures of food and various words and numbers floating in the horizon. I see chicken and glorious golden things.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, the salad. Mama. Oh, this fucking salad. I didn't mean it. Mama, I'm sorry.
Dolly, it's a fucking menu. Pull yourself together. Who the fuck puts a menu on a wall? What is this? Prison? Jackson Pollock's house? What the? Fine. I guess I'll take, the hamburger with... Is that poutine? Is that poutine? I'll have one of the hamburgers with a side of the poutine, and I guess a Diet Coke to drink. I don't know.
I suppose I shall have a hamburger as well, and I'd like a baked potato and a shake. That's gonna be $14.88. He's a goddamn fool.
Oh, that was fast. Here you go, man. I suppose it's up to us to figure out where we'll be sitting.
Look, Blaine, I found a keg of some sort.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, thank God they serve booze. Hang on a second, let me take this fucking Coke here. Just hang on here. Here, take my cup and just fill it up with whatever the fuck it is. Just, I'll take it, I don't care. I'm desperate.
Oh my God, Blaine, it's blood.
What? Hang on a moment, are you... Let me see that. That's not blood, you Euro trash, it's... some kind of dipping sauce, some sort of red sauce. It's... let me taste it here, hang on. Yes, it's definitely a sauce. There's like tomato in it, maybe some vinegar, no, definitely some vinegar actually. And
do you think that means someone will be around with hors d'oeuvres later?
I wouldn't fucking count on it, dear. Look at this place. Look at how we've been treated.
Oh.
I suppose we'll have to go get a seat. I suppose anywhere is fucking fine, isn't it, Shantisha? Well, here we go, I guess. Just sit wherever. Like the fucking zoo or something. Here. This high school fucking cafeteria. Now, while we eat, I really think we need to discuss trash. That's, you know, we have a lot to talk about, really.
Good idea, dear. I think we need a theme song.
Oh, this is fantastic. There's cheese on it, I think.
Oh, is it brie?
I don't believe so, but it's definitely a melting cheese. It's very soft and rich. I think I had it in France. It's camembert? No, it's not camembert. It's not Roquefort.
It couldn't be Munster.
I don't think so. It's just... oh, it's fantastic. I'm going to have to find out what this is. But yeah, I agree, though, on the theme song. I definitely think we should spice it up. Hang on here. But the problem is, yeah, every single recording artist, living or dead, has refused to sell us the right to any of their works for any purpose whatsoever. It's like everyone in Hollywood just has a problem with the two of us. I just don't understand it.
Darling, they're all trash anyways. You know, I've been thinking... Oh, this heavenly.
Try not to come, dear.
Oh, you know, I was thinking, darling, perhaps we could forego the whole licensing thing and just use one of my smash hit singles.
Oh, well, sure, whatever you say, Kelsey Grammer. We're gonna let you scat the opening. No, Dolly, we're using a real artist. It's a real show. It's professional.
Well, then in that case, darling, perhaps we should just use something by Rihanna. Then if she gets litigious, we can just hit her and put her in her place.
That is a fantastic idea. You know, I think we should use S&M.
Not here in the dining room, darling. I'm on parole. Oh.
I meant the song, dear.
Oh.
Oh, damn. My poutine's gotten cold. So clammy and...
Well, warm it if you must, darling, but just remember to wash your hands before you touch your face.
Oh, Dolly, you know that's not what I meant. I was talking about my side dishes.
Excuse me, ma'am, but, we cannot have you smoking. I'm gonna have to ask you to put out that cigarette.
What? This is how dare you? This is America!
Dare you have? You know I have diplomatic immunity.
Come on, Dolly, we're getting out of here. We're going to be treated with such discrimination. Shantisha, you should know how it feels to be discriminated against. How dare you? We'll be taking our business to Taco Bell instead.
I absolutely love Taco Bell. I'm going to get a cheesy gordita crunch.
I know, right? Aren't they just fantastic? I could literally drown in Baja sauce. Literally drown in it.
Darling, tax Concepcion and have us start the heat in the limo. We had better wrap things up.
Oh, right away. Let me get us started here. Until next time, everyone, this is Blaine G. Wood Turtle.
And this is Dolores Frost Cabot.
Until next time, dears,
don't be afraid to get trashed.
God, we're terrible, Dolly. We can't... oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just drunk on catsup.
Well, that's all for now, everyone.